Hello, welcome to Lemon Studios, where we talk movies, television, and wrestling. I'm, of course, the Lemon himself, Zeke Lemon, and this is my review for Good Luck, Have Fun, and Don't Die. But before we get into that, let's get the house clean out of the way. Share them to leave a like. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on Good Luck, Have Fun, and Don't Die. And, of course, hit that subscribe button as it helps me grow into my YouTube career. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, all that out of the way, let's get into it, shall we? So, yeah, I was really looking forward to this movie. I thought the trailer was just bonkers. It looked like a lot of fun. I love the people that were in it. Sam Rockwell, he's someone where, you know, if he's in a project, I really want to go see. I think he's just so captivating. Everything that he does, no matter how big and how small the role is, just love the guy. And I think he's very entertaining to watch. Of course, huge fan of Michael Pena, Zazie Beetz, among some other talent that was in this film. Some people that are really recognizable, but don't quite know their name yet, you know, really building up their catalog. And just the whole concept of it, you know, a guy comes back, he travels back in time to the future, which is never fully explained, which I kind of appreciate. And, you know, he picks up these people from this diner, and he knows the right combination is here of people to help go after this kid who made this AI who's going to kill humanity, or a good chunk of humanity, in the near future. And he's trying to stop it. It's a race against the clock. And what I really appreciate about this movie is that it gets straight to business. Like, it does not know build up. It is just, we're going to kick off right at this diner. You're picking up on some things here and there. Sam Rockwell comes in and the movie just goes. And it keeps that constant tempo throughout the whole entire film. And within that, you never feel the runtime. I think this movie is just over 2 hours, or like it's right at the 2 hour mark. And I think it was the perfect length that it had to be. If I had to describe this film as anything, I would say it's like Black Mirror the movie, or a culmination, like if Black Mirror was to do a season where they had a certain amount of episodes and every episode was leading up to this finale episode, then this would be it. Or better yet, if you are a fan of the VHS franchise, it's a movie where, you know, there's the wraparound where the main storyline to incorporate all of the VHS tapes that you are watching throughout. And those VHS tapes are like their own little story. It's a little short story within those movies. And each one of those has a reason that ties into the wraparound of the finale with a Black Mirror touch on it. Now, obviously, this movie is clearly touching on with an AI and how bad it is. I kind of appreciated that this movie did just pick a side. I feel like most AI stories within cinema right now are like cautionary tales, because clearly we are starting to get more afraid of it because it is becoming very, very likely that at some point they're going to become self-efficient. They're going to have access to the whole entire internet, and therefore they can take over, right? So, you know, if we keep saying, hey, AI bad, then they're going to be like, well, F y'all, we'll just take y'all all out. And they probably very well could within the snap of their fingers, right? But I do appreciate that at least this person said, you know what, no, I'm taking a stand. There's nothing good about it. We're going to keep it that way. And also the way that this movie is able to juggle multiple things throughout. Like, yes, there is the AI element within it, but they also really tackle subjects such as school shootings. And they take not necessarily a light approach to it. If I had to give this movie a genre completely, it would be a dark comedy. Like I said, throughout the film, you start off within the diner. That's the main storyline. And then you see the point of views of the people that were selected to go on this journey with Sam Rockwell's character. And two of them kind of implement some school shooting element to it. And the first one, it's about these teachers. And, you know, they're sitting on, it's like this guy's first day. They're eating lunch, and then they get an alarm. Oh, what's that? Oh, school shooting. Another one? Yeah, okay, let's go. Like, it's so nonchalant to them now. And then in the second one, the main focus is about someone who lost their child due to a school shooting. And, you know, the people that are talking with this person, they're going, oh, it's your first time? Oh, yeah, that's such a shame. Yeah, you know, my son, I lost him, I lost her, going on and on and on. And it's just like kind of whatever. And that's very relevant to today's day and times. Like, what is it now that we have categories like they're earthquakes for school shootings, right? Like, I think I read one. I'm not sure when I read this, but they're like, oh yeah, it was like a category 2 or B. Like they gave it a grade type of school shooting due to the body count that was on it. And the fact that we have so many school shootings now that we can give it certain categories is very sad to see, right? And you know, this movie kind of faces that head on, and they kind of poke fun at it a little bit in a very dark, twisted way of doing it. And because you get kind of sitting there, you're like, you can't help but laugh, but at the same time, you're like, man, I kind of feel bad for laughing. And how all of these different point of views and these different storylines just really cultivate into this one big storyline that I thought was just a fun time at the movies. I thought every single character was really bouncing it off. There was a real voice to the story within the script of the film. And, you know, they were really hitting it on all strides all the way through. Good constant tempo throughout the film as well. That's not to say this movie is perfect. Now, if I had to rank this on the lemon scale, where it goes sour lemon, expired story-bought lemonade, bad movie but good. Story-bought lemonade, good movie but there's bad. Lemonade, it's a movie. Freshly squeezed lemonade, minor problems. Strawberry lemonade at the very top because that's the best kind of lemonade. This movie was riding a strawberry lemonade up until it gets to the end, where I do feel like the movie got a little too big, especially within some choices that they have. There was intent behind it because there's this conversation that the characters are having on what this threat could be. And then you kind of see that threat later on. And, you know, it's play for laughs. It's play for comedy. You know, it's ridiculous on what it is. I'm just like, I just don't feel like this movie needed it, because everything else, with all the wackiness that this movie was doing, especially with all their concepts, you know, that black Aaronisms within there, with everyone's certain storylines that are building up to this grand finale, there was some realism to it that you really had this fear of, oh my God, this could actually happen. And then we get to these big things, these big set pieces, if you will. And I'm just like, I don't know. That may have taken it a little too far for me. So yeah, it doesn't go to strawberry lemonade because of that. It is a freshly squeezed lemonade for sure, easily, throughout the whole entire movie. Again, my only problem with it is that I do feel like it went a little too big in some areas that I don't feel like it necessarily need to do. I don't know if they would look at the budget and be like, you know what? We've actually kind of underspent. We could actually do this. Wouldn't that be kind of funny? Yeah, that would be kind of funny. Let's do it. Now, you know, I'll be interested to see some conversations to be had with people who did see that. Like, oh, I didn't mind it. I actually thought it was kind of funny. Anything for the bit, right? And also the ending to me is very interesting as well. At first, I don't think I necessarily loved it, but as it sits in my brain, I feel like I am starting to come around to it a little bit more. And I am very fascinated to have some conversations with people who, what their thoughts are on the ending as well. So yeah, overall, to me, easily, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die is easily my favorite movie of 2026 thus far. I will be interested to see what beats it, because again, everything was hitting it on all its strides. Like, I was looking forward to the movie. I did not expect to have as much fun as I did. And this was my second movie of a double feature. I had Crime 101 later on, then I had me a little break. And you know, that second movie is usually the one that suffers the most when you do a double feature, because you are a little bit tired and you're kind of questioning yourself, like, man, do I really want to do a whole other movie at the theater? Because one is enough, especially out of 2 hours and 20 minutes. And then you go into this one, and boy, man, the time just flew by. I had a lot of fun. We had a good, decent size crowd in the theater as well, and they were all laughing throughout. They were really feeling some things too. Like, you know, it was kind of real for some people. Like, there was a lady behind me when, you know, they were doing the school shooting subject matter. I can't speak for her because I didn't talk to her, but you know, she was crying during that whole portion, and I'm just like, oh, she's probably experienced a school shooting in some way, shape, or form. Again, I don't want to put that on anyone, but with how much she was really feeling that, like, she was crying for a good bit throughout this, it leads me to believe that. And again, the way that it's able to communicate that, because it felt so real, I think that's a testament to how good the execution of the movie was. So yeah, go out to the theaters to go see this. This is a movie I definitely think like you should see in a theater, see it with a good sized crowd as well. I think you're gonna have a blast with it. I think there's a lot of things to talk on. Like if you are, super into the themes and the storytelling of it, there's something there for you. If you're there for, just pure entertainment vibes, I want to shut my brain off, I want to escape reality for a little bit. Yes, those realities are in this film, but they take it in a way where, yeah, you can actually just let loose a little bit and have fun. There's something for everyone here is basically what I'm trying to say. I had a lot of fun. I think you will too. Again, freshly squeezed lemonade, which is the second highest honor I can give a movie. But yeah, comment below know your thoughts on this movie if you have had a chance to see it. Leave a like if you made this far in a review. I do greatly appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button as it helps me grow into my YouTube career. And don't forget to squeeze the days, guys, because life is too short not to give your all. So squeeze every opportunity that you can. Until next time, I'll see you here at Lemon Studios.